afternoon and welcome to the Midday News. I'm Shamela Pullen. Here's what we have in the bulletin.
Field hospital set up in Black River, St. Elizabeth. NHF launches mobile pharmacy services in Western Jamaica. And later in sports, West Indies edge New Zealand by 7 runs in thrilling T20 opener at Eden Park.
With some good news, a week after the passage of Hurricane Melissa, a field hospital has now been set up in Black River, St. Elizabeth. This was done by the International Christian Relief Organization, Samaritan's Purse. The facility is expected to begin operations soon. Now, local doctors and nurses will be working alongside the overseas team to ensure patients receive timely and comprehensive care. More in the The 30-bed temporary facility will provide healthcare services following extensive damage to the Black River Hospital in St. Elizabeth during Hurricane Melissa. Health Minister Dr. Christopher Tufton toured the facility on Monday.
So we have paramedics and nurses who would welcome patients and kind of get their vital signs.
Okay.
And get the chart going, find out what they're here to be seen for.
Right. Okay. This is your triage area.
Yep, triage.
Yeah.
And then we go right into the emergency department.
Okay.
Well, yeah, take pictures. Yeah.
So we have 4 ER physicians, so night shift, day shift.
Right.
We have a crash bed over there, in case somebody codes.
Right. Right.
We have telemetry, EKG machines, handheld oxygen.
The field hospital is equipped with an X-ray department, an ICU space, and a pharmacy.
So it's climate controlled. We just got that up
I
and
can
running
appreciate
today.
that. Really nice. Yeah. Okay. Great. Excellent. So if you have issues with pharmacy medication,
Yes.
the NHF also can fill some of those gaps.
Absolutely. One of the big
So we're going to
ones
establish
to
that.
start with is some of our narcotic medications to get started with surgery.
Right.
We're going to need some. I think we'll be working with Black River, the hospital, to fulfill those. We have a shipment coming in,
Right.
but it's not here yet till Wednesday.
Okay.
Yeah,
Excellent.
we talked yesterday about that.
do.
Yeah. All right.
Local doctors and nurses will work alongside the overseas medical team to treat and attend to patients.
I'm part of a cabinet led by the Prime Minister Andrew Holness, but it's my job to secure the health services and to ensure they are maintained. So I've flown here today to see for myself so I can report back to my cabinet, to the Parliament, to the country indeed, that as far as Black River, St. Elizabeth is concerned, Samaritan's Purse is on the ground. They have established a facility. They have persons who are credentialed, from engineers to doctors to nurses to surgeons, and they are going to fill a very important gap while we get back up and running to get our normal lives together.
Meanwhile, Dr. Tufton says outpatient care will also be offered by the team.
There is chronic care, which really is persons who could get worse and life-threatening if they don't get their ongoing updates, you know, the hypertension, the diabetics, and so on, who are in the communities, not always present here, but we may have to do, or we will have to do, outreach to reach those persons. Again, the team on the ground will work with you. There are places across the parish, about 20 plus health centers that are located. Some have been badly damaged. Persons who are marooned in can't get out. And the idea, having discussed with your director, is that to the extent that we may have to airlift to get into some of those communities, I know you're on the ground and you're willing to provide that support. Our team on the ground here will work with you to do that. So it's about here for life-saving support and maybe further out for chronic care to maintain a sense of response.
And to some more good news, the National Health Fund has launched mobile pharmacy services in Western Jamaica. The NHF says most drugstore pharmacies island-wide remain open, though some face delays due to power and internet issues. It says the mobile services will continue to support affected communities until things are back to normal.
In order to reach patients requiring medication, our drug serve team has embarked on our mobile pharmacy services, serving the parishes of St. Elizabeth, Westmoreland, Hanover, St. James and Trelawney, and we'll be going into various communities on a regular basis using this mobile service, and we will be reaching our patients. We're also engaging the community, especially persons with bikes, because we do understand that some patients may need their medication, and we will do everything that we can do to get the medication to our patients, especially our chronic patients who have been without medication in some areas. And we are reaching these patients now, and the team is committed to continuing this service until we reach to our regular service again at our facilities.
To some not so good news, residents of Sunderland St. James are struggling to survive after Hurricane Melissa tore through their community, leaving them completely marooned and destroying much of their farmland. Alia Bryant has the details.
Roads now resemble forests, and once thriving farms have been transformed into streams. Livelihoods are dampened and homes destroyed. It's a grim time for residents of the Sunderland community in St. James who are left helpless after Hurricane Melissa demolished several farms. One farmer says she has goods to sell, but with the roads blocked, her produce is going to waste.
We got a market from last week, I know. We have to take some give the pig them and only hope for road clear. That's me can for market. That's me can get feed the liquor and me pick up me carry go market. All of my farm gone. My banana tree, my coconut tree, my breadfruit tree, the whole of my farm flat.
And after losing her home and shop, Jacinth is thankful to be alive.
This is my dwelling. As you can see, there is no more dwelling. So that's it, and that's my living there. That we used to take care of my kids in the shop. It's all gone, save nothing. It's all gone. So we are now at a family house to put we up with me like about 20 a week there. Yeah, in our 2 rooms, so you can imagine that.
They are calling on their Member of Parliament for urgent help.
If we can get food part where the journey as you want to see, and message reach to us, we can foot it, forget it because we need it.
Well, we need some help. But right now we can't go to my farm. No road not if we go on my farm. So we need some help.
Aliyah Bryant, TVJ News.
President of the St. Ann Farmers Association, George Gordon, says he will have to relocate due to extensive damage to his current location.
Well, we have to just pick up the piece and go on back, And for now, we can't work this land now because it kind of gets sour now, so I have to go find some hard different ground and start doing different things. For that's our livelihood, we have nothing more doing.
How long you think this land going to be out of use?
Well, maybe a 2-3 months, For you have to, this land sour now, so you can't plant nothing on it now. So you have to wait till the sun burn it out and get it tilled back and thing, and before you can put in back crops. So you have to find different land. Different land, maybe it's a higher ground, some different red dirt and things like that to do some different thing.
As communities begin recovery efforts following Hurricane Melissa, the NSWME says its teams are prepared to support cleanup operations. Anthony Atkinson has the details.
It may be a difficult task, but the National Solid Waste Management Authority says it's ready to assist residents across the island in the aftermath of Hurricane Melissa. Executive Director Aldi Gordon says the agency was adequately prepared for the hurricane. Speaking on TVJ Smile Jamaica Wednesday, Mr. Gordon said the authority activated its hurricane response plans ahead of the system's arrival.
We were prepared. Once we saw the thing move to Category 5, we know it will be catastrophic. And not that we could expect, because we have no experience with Category 5, but we realized that our job would be huge, and we'd begin to prepare our stomach to go out and just work and just throwing ourselves into it in total.
He noted that while garbage trucks were not damaged in the hurricane, there have been delays in collection.
The people watching who have garbage issues this morning is real. We were pushed back significantly, and admittedly, we weren't ahead coming into this, we were behind in terms of some of the areas. So what happened with that 3-day preparation for Melissa? The 2-day that we have to take a break or take a crew off the road because for their safety too. So that's 5 days. And then right after Melissa, we went into clearing debris from roadways to kind of ensure access. So now we've been pushed back like about 10 to 12 days.
Mr. Gordon also stressed that there is a proper and safely guided cleanup process that residents should follow in order to reduce the risk of disease and contamination during the post-hurricane period.
If you go to do any cleaning up, you would want to make sure that you are protecting yourself first. So gloves are important. I've seen people handling waste that could be contaminated with their bare hands. We don't encourage that.
The NSWMA says fleet and resource assessments will continue over the coming days to support cleanup and recovery activities island-wide. Anthony Atkinson, TVJ News.
After more than a week without internet connectivity, at least 3 communities in Black River St. Elizabeth were able to connect with their loved ones, thanks to the St. Elizabeth Police, who offer the use of their mobile Starlink devices. On Tuesday, a police team led by Divisional Commanding Officer for St. Elizabeth, Superintendent Coleridge Minto, was in Brompton, allowing members of the community to connect.
We have installed in these vehicles in the Black River, vehicles on the north, the Silo, Magotty area, and we're expanding this project so that as our patrol goes across, particularly in the affected areas, that the community members can benefit. I want to express appreciation to our commissioner for the vision and for just the tremendous support given to the St. Elizabeth Division and other divisions, and for the installation of these devices. And as you can see, many persons are coming, several persons who are hearing, they're just coming to this location and connecting their devices. And we're very pleased to serve the public in another way than what they're accustomed to.
In response, the residents expressed gratitude.
Whole heap of people that have suffered for days can't get to reach out to them family. We respect them for that. See? Respect them for the job we do through the little storm right now. We make people can feel safe. And I'll never say again, Mr. Mento, anyway, you stand up, bless up yourself, boss. You bring a difference to this community.
That's so nice. It's time for a break. Stay with us, more stories when we return. Welcome back to the Midday News. It's now time for the Business Minute.
Supreme Ventures Racing and Entertainment says it has already lost $100 million because of the negative impact of Hurricane Melissa on its 100-strong off-track betting network, which accounts for 70% of its sales. Chairman Solomon Sharp says the majority of these losses flowed from the halting of local racing and the betting of simulcast racing from Europe and North America, as well as the closure of some of these locations due to the damage caused by the hurricane. Further afield, the U.S. government shutdown has entered its 36th day, making it the longest period of time the American government has been closed. The shutdown, which began October 1, was prompted after Congress failed to agree to a new funding deal. It has left government workers without paycheck and millions of Americans without essential services. Democrats and Republicans have remained gridlocks for weeks without any signs of a compromise. And that's it for the Business Minute. I'm Carrie Ann Simpson.
And here's a preview of what's coming up in this evening's health report. In this evening's health report, we'll look at stress management.
During the hurricane, what has happened, we are at our highest stress levels where our body is exposed to the dangers that might be life-threatening, and therefore the fight or flight mechanism kicks into place. And because of that, immediately after the hurricane, there are certain things that need to happen to bring down the stress level. Our immediate priorities become food, water, safety, warmth, rest, medical care.
That's the health report in Primetime News at 7. And now for today's healthy living tip. Practice relaxation techniques. Stay active. Talk about your feelings. Stay positive and grateful. And seek help if needed. And time now for the top regional and international stories.
In the region, Guyana is set to embark on its largest drainage and irrigation investment under the Low Carbon Development Strategy 2030. President Irfan Ali says more than 1,500 kilometers of canals, 300 cocas, and 180 pumps will be upgraded to reduce flooding. New canals and mangrove projects will boost climate resilience for over 300,000 people, while plans also include modernizing Georgetown's sewage system and covering drains for parking. And further afield, at least 7 people are dead and 11 injured after a UPS cargo plane crashed near the Louisville Muhammad Ali International Airport in Kentucky last evening. Officials say the MD-11 freighter went down shortly after takeoff, igniting a massive fire that damaged businesses and roads. 3 crew members were on board and 4 people on the ground also died. Hundreds of firefighters worked to contain the blaze. The mayor says the airport is expected to reopen today. And those were the top regional and international stories. I'm Aliyah Bryant.
Thank you, Aliyah. We take another break. Sports is next.